What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is super exciting because guess what? Our first egg sliced. Alright, so you guys, this was one of those caramel breedings. So if you guys remember, Caramel is that really cool Trumpar Hypo that we have, and we just nicknamed him Caramel because apparently he resembles the caramels that were hypos back in the day, and they called them caramels. But anyways, so this was bred to a hypo Whiteside, so Caramel's sister, and so we're hoping that there's more caramels in the clutch. But we have 3 eggs that have sliced already, which means that I will then come in and I will cut the rest of them. Now, not everybody does this, but I do it. So I prefer, once they slice, to actually cut all the eggs open. And I just do that because I do believe in natural selection, but and you know, like, the fittest survive. But I also think that I can't wait to watch them all crawl out is one of the reasons. And the second reason is just like, occasionally you will have somebody that doesn't have the proper egg tooth or whatever to cut it, and so anyways, I just go through and I cut them myself. So anyways, why don't we get started? So there was 12 eggs that were laid. This one, you can see the empty spot here, did go bad, so that one was bad. So we have 11 eggs that we're gonna go ahead and slice, and we'll just start with these couple that have already sliced. And this one is definitely gonna be a Whiteside, so we'll start here. Oh, sorry, bud. So, and everything's hypo. So that's just a nice hypo Whiteside. Wow, pretty high Whiteside too, it looks like. High walls. Nice, okay, and then we'll go next door to this one, which looks like another hypo Whiteside actually. And I'll let you guys get a quick peek in 1 second. Let's see here. Oh, whoa. Huh. You know, interesting. Alright.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, it just seems really... The eyes are so dark on this one. I feel like it's darker than the other one, and like the head has darkness on it. There is a possibility of Axanthics, but anything that's Axanthic is also hypo, so it would be a ghost. So it's possible there would be ghost Whitesides because both parents are both hypos, and the mom was a Whiteside, dad is a het Whiteside, and they're both het albino and het Axanthic. So there could be quite the mixture in here. So we'll see what else we end up finding. Let's go ahead and do this last one that has sliced. I'll try and get out of the light a little more. Well, it looks like another Whiteside. Oh, wow. Is this one albino? No, it's not albino. That one is really bright. You see how yellow that one is?
Yeah, I do.
Well, maybe the difference is that these ones are... Well, no, I don't think this one's ghost. I think this one could be ghost.
That one is just way darker than that one.
Yeah.
For sure.
This one's so yellow.
We'll have to get a better look when they all crawl out, but...
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, well, 3 Whitesides already. Jeez. Okay, let's find something that's not Whiteside. Where should we start? We'll start over here, close to you.
Another Whiteside.
Oh, but that one's dark too. Huh. That one might be ghost. I don't know. It's really hard to tell right now. Might even be hard to tell until they actually like have their first shed. So we'll see. Alright. Moving on. So maybe we're just gonna get a bunch of Whitesides. That would be actually crazy odds if everything was Whiteside.
Right.
Oh wait, this one's gotta be albino. It's gotta be. I don't see a head, but I'm almost certain this is albino. Where's your noggin? It's so light. The head's right in. This is the neck. But anyways, it's good. Well, wait. I think this one's albino, which means it's actually a hypo albino. So, we'll see. Okay. I can't believe everything's Whiteside so far.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Another Whiteside. Oh my goodness. Wow, there's like purple on this puppy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Purple and yellow. I'm sure it probably won't quite stay like that, but...
So the male caramel you produced and kept back.
Yes. Caramel we produced back in whatever year it was. 2020? I think it's 2020.
But did it look like a caramel when it first hatched, or did it develop?
He looked different. That's why I kept him. But there was only 7 babies in that clutch, so I kept like the whole clutch pretty much. Oh, what the... Oh, it's another Whiteside? Oh my goodness. Wow. Just another Whiteside. Is everything Whiteside? Dad is not a Whiteside. That's crazy. Okay, alright, well, let's keep looking. That's gonna be crazy if everything's just Whiteside in this clutch.
I know. We kind of want just like Hypos.
Yeah, well, the next clutch should have more of just... Oh, an albino! Okay, finally, our first non-Whiteside. So this is a Hypo albino. Okay, cool. Something different. Yay!
That one's hard to see, but we'll show you when it crawls out.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I just gotta turn this around a little bit. I can do it from the side.
3 more?
3 more! Hopefully none of them are Whitesides, right? I just want some more stuff to, like, check out, compare, you know? Well, that one's not Whiteside. Oh, a ghost.
Nice.
Because it has to be. But pretty sure that's Axanthic, so.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep, so that would be a Hypo Axanthic. Cool, cool, okay. Alright. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, and that's just a Hypo.
Nice.
Okay, so we did get one normal Hypo that we'll be able to check out. Wow, that one's really, just really brown. Pretty plain. Brown and yellow. Okay, last one. Let's see what we get here. Oh no, it looks white in there. Oh, it's a snow. Alright, so that's a Hypo snow.
Which is an albino Axanthic.
Hypo albino Axanthic. They're also called ice bulls, but most people don't really use that term. But anyway. Wow, okay, so we pretty much hit everything then that we could have hit. Right? I think so. Well, yeah, because I think there was an albino Whiteside, and I think there could have been a ghost Whiteside. So I think we actually hit every single thing that we could have.
That's pretty cool.
But we got a lot of Hypo Whitesides, it looks like, which is fine. So these guys should just crawl out in a couple days. And so we will come back and take a look at them and show you guys the clutch once they crawl out. So we'll go ahead and wait a couple days and then we'll show you them. Hey guys, alright, so it's been a couple days. So today is actually Wednesday. So it was Monday morning when we were just talking to you, and now it's Wednesday afternoon. And everything's crawled out. So the last one just crawled out. It's in my hand right now. And this is the rest of the clutch right here. So as you can see, we did get a lot of variety, and now that they're all crawled out, you can really get to see them a lot better. So what we ended up with are 2 ghost Whitesides. The ghost, and she is a little bit of a firecracker already. And then we've got 1 Hypo albino, and then a Hypo. And then there's 5 Hypo Whitesides. There was no albino Whitesides after all. So I must have just seen one of the Hypo Whitesides that looked a little yellow, pinkish. Anyways. And then the snow. So this is the Hypo Snow, and this is actually a boy. He just crawled out and was tearing around, so we just grabbed him, and he looks great. So really pretty. So anyways, this completes the clutch, but as you guys can kind of see, I'm just gonna bump him. Her, actually. These 2, where's the other one? Buried right here. These 2 are insane. Look at the yellow on these guys. Remember we were checking those out while they were in the egg? And now that they're out, we can really get a good look, and their color is crazy. So, not really sure if this is influence from the caramel, our caramel male. If it's probably just, you know, it's obviously going to be some variation within the Trumbauer Hypo gene. But these two are just so cool. Also, something we didn't necessarily touch on a lot is that my caramel male, that clutch was actually from a yellow. So the grandsire was a Hypo yellow Whiteside. And then mom was a Hypo snow het Whiteside. And so that's what mom and dad are from. So these are their grandbabies, if you will. So we could also be seeing some of the yellow influence actually coming through on some of these. That could be part of it also, of why some of those are so much better. Or maybe it's just the really super cool Trumbauer Hypo coming through. So anyways, either way, that's the whole clutch. So this was our very first clutch. All 11 are out. All 11 look really great, except for the Hypo Albino. She actually hatched with some smaller sized eyes, so something during incubation just didn't quite work out for her. But
show it.
Oh yeah, we can show you guys really quick. Hey, little punk. Anyways, just the eyes are smaller than they should be. And so this I would label as a pet grade animal. She can still do everything totally fine, live a perfectly healthy, fabulous life. But it's not one that I would necessarily say should be used for reproduction at this point. Because small eyes in some of the other snakes that we've worked with is actually hereditary. Or it can be. But in my opinion, this was probably just incubation. So it would probably be fine. But anyways, it's not something that I would recommend breeding again. So she'll just be sold as a pet grade animal. But will still turn into a very pretty bull snake, I can guarantee it. So, anyways, everybody else is awesome though, quite spunky. This ghost is very spunky, and she is a handful. She's been the only one being a little hisser, which is pretty funny. Usually it's the Whitesides, but it's the ghost this time. So, anyways, the other one that Spencer really liked, actually, I think it was this one. Was it this one?
There's two like that.
Oh yeah, this one and this one. I'll just show you these really quick. So these two, these are more of the Hypo Whitesides, but what's crazy about these two is like, yeah, this one's not as much, but this one especially, like doesn't really have any pattern until all the way down here, up on the neck. It's almost like a patternless all the way down to that spot, which is pretty crazy. So, anyways, I don't see them like that very often, but this one had just a little bit of that. Doesn't go nearly as far, but anyways. So that's what they all look like right now.
Show off the ghost Whitesides. The only ones you haven't actually pulled out.
Okay, here's one of them, and here's the other. So these are the two ghost Whitesides. Hey, come here. Alright, you guys can get a good look at those. Wow, this one actually has a really white head. That's cool. Yep, so these are ghost Whitesides, so that's a really nice triple visual right there for you. So that's pretty neat. It'll be really exciting once we actually get all these guys to shed. So they all seriously just finished crawling out, and they should shed within the next like 7 to 10 days. And at that point, once they shed, we'll really kind of get to see what colors are really going to come through. I think that those super yellow ones are going to look really, really awesome. So I'm excited to see what they might look like. It is a pair of the really cool yellow ones. So it's a 1.1. And the ghosts are a 1.1. So if you want to call dibs on anything, well, I get first pick. But you can call dibs after me.
You're not keeping any of these.
So Spencer thinks. Just kidding. I don't actually know that I will be keeping any of these, but it is a fantastic looking clutch. We are just really excited because it is our first clutch. So it is our first babies of the year, which is really cool, really exciting. Our next ones are supposed to start hatching in 4 days. So, pretty cool. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We have a lot of cool stuff that's going to be hatching this year. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.